Patty Allvin, are you done? Doesn't seem like it, so what I wanted to do in this video was just kind of review everything that we have seen over the past few hours in regards to the Vancouver Canucks. Because yes, it's true, the team made themselves a trade earlier today. Lukas Reichel to Vancouver in exchange for the 4th-round pick that Vancouver acquired from Chicago in the Ilya Mikheyev trade. 1-for-1, essentially. It's a pretty good deal. I like Lukas Reichel a lot as a player. I think he's got a lot of potential as a forward, as a center. There's a lot of room for him to grow. He's only 23 years old after all. But I wanted to go over some other Vancouver Canucks notes that are interesting, that are relevant, and that give us a little bit of a scoop as to what could be happening next. Now, I'll say this right here. When it comes to the roster spot for Lukas Reichel, it's going to be really interesting to see where Adam Foote and co. decide to place him, because he's listed on Elite Prospects as a winger center. He can play all 3 forward positions. Does that mean he gets an automatic buy-in at center for Vancouver? I would probably assume so, right? I mean, you look at the center core Vancouver has, you've got Petey Sasson, Nils Åman, and Aatu Räty. 3 out of the 4 guys are from the Abbotsford Canucks, essentially. You kind of need a little bit more center support. I don't really think it would make sense to try Reichel out as a winger, considering the amount of wingers Vancouver already has that are available. But you can debate that this might not even be it. This is what was talked about by Rick Dhaliwal on Donnie and Dolly earlier today regarding the Vancouver Canucks. Vancouver is working the phones very hard trying to get a centerman. I will not be surprised if they're on the phone this week trying to get Pavel Zacha out of Boston. Now, the interesting thing is, Donnie and Dolly happens from 10 to 12. So, by default, this means that Dhaliwal made these comments before Lukas Reichel was acquired by the team. They got Reichel after Dhaliwal said this. But I do think that Reichel and the way he has progressed in Chicago so far, yes, it's true that he's got a lot of potential. Yes, it's true he's only 23. Yes, it's true that he has debatably been misused with the Blackhawks. But I honestly see no reason why Vancouver can't go out there and still try to go after a guy like Pavel Zacha, even if they have a Lukas Reichel in the system. Just think about it. Let's say Lukas Reichel is good. He's everything you ever wanted him to be. You still got Petey and Reichel as your 1-2. We saw the Vancouver Canucks run with the center core of Pettersson, Miller, and Horvat for so long. You can't tell me that you respect Aatu Räty or Max Sasson so much that it would hold you back from making another trade for another top center. Pavel Zacha in Boston is a lot better than Lukas Reichel at the moment, and I think Zacha, with the way that he's progressed and Boston's vulnerability and whether or not they have guys available. I mean, Zacha's a point-per-game guy right now. He's got 9 points in 9 games for Boston. He's been really hot to start out the year. If Vancouver is still going to go out there and try to make a trade for Zacha happen, I would be very happy with that. He'd be first on the Canucks in points, by the way. That Pavel Zacha, he's got 9 points in 9 games played. That's a lot more than everybody else on Vancouver has at the moment. Number 1 in Vancouver points right now is Connor Garland, who has 7. And because Lukas Reichel can play all forward positions, left wing and right wing, then I actually do think it would be pretty reasonable to go out there and still make a trade for a guy like Zacha. Have Petey, Zacha, Hedl down there, and then when Teddy Bluger comes back, he can be a center there too. Move some of these guys to the wing. Obviously, you would be sending a bunch of guys back down to Abbotsford or sending a bunch of guys onto waivers, but I don't know, I'd rather have a guy like Lukas Reichel on the wings than a guy like Arshdeep Bains. Once a Niels Höglander comes back, yeah, you obviously have to give him a spot. Once Lekaramaki is back, you gotta give him a spot too. Vancouver has the opportunity to continuously just add with not only the guys you can trade for, but with the guys coming back from injury. Lukas Reichel is a pretty good addition because he's got a lot of potential, he's young, and he's still got room to grow. Pavel Zacha is already there now, and you still have the best yet to come because some of these guys are hurt. Meanwhile, when it comes to those guys that are hurt, this is what Farhan Lalji said. Patrik Allvin suggests that Philip Hedl has been making progress but still needs to go through the protocol, and he hasn't been cleared. 2 to 3 weeks for Jonathan Lekkerimäki. Derek Forbort also had a setback and is week to week. Allvin says that the lack of practice time is also a challenge to get these guys back. He then also said it's going to be a couple of weeks at least for Teddy Bluger. So yeah, I mean, where the hell did that come from? A couple of weeks for Bluger? 2 to 3 weeks for Lekkerimäki? Everybody's getting hurt, man. Even if Hedl does not return, having a center core of PD, Zacha, and Reichel is a lot better than anything the Vancouver Canucks have right now. So I think the ultimate question is, Dhaliwal's sentiment on Vancouver getting a center, going after a guy like Zacha specifically, does that change with the addition of Lukas Reichel? Do they view Reichel as a pure center coming over, or are they planning to play him somewhere on the wing and still continue their center search elsewhere? Because a guy like Pavel Zacha, if he's available, which it seems like he might be, that's a really good ad. Like, you talk about all the bums that Frank Seravalli named as potential additions, Wenberg, Gaudette, Ryan Poehling. Yeah, no, Pavel Zacha trumps them all. But if Reichel is already seen as that new center, then I guess we'll roll with it for now. But I did think it was interesting that Rick Dhaliwal specifically called out Zacha as a Canucks trade target. It's kind of funny because a lot of Canucks Twitter still, they're talking about Pavel Zacha in addition to Lukas Reichel. There's a lot of believers out there that Vancouver is going to get this done. Now, of course, those are just fans on Twitter saying whatever it is they want, because fans on Twitter will be fans on Twitter, but I'm not the only one thinking about this, and I do think it's reasonable to still buy into the Pavel Zacha hype if Dhaliwal's going out there and mentioning it on Donnie and Dolly on a Friday. So next week, we'll see, man. Vancouver is finally at home. They're playing off against Montreal, which is going to be a total barn burner of a game tomorrow. It's going to be fun. I don't know if you could tell based off of the YouTube videos we upload, but I'm also a Montreal Canadiens fan, so seeing Cole Caulfield try to get his revenge on the referees by burying pucks into Vancouver's goal tomorrow, that's going to be quite the story to pay attention to. But either way, I want you to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How do you feel about this idea that Patrik Allvin may not be done with making trades for the Vancouver Canucks? Lukas Reichel is a good get, but he is not a bona fide second-line center by default. He could be. He could be that good. He's never gotten that opportunity, but I would not be surprised if Vancouver still decides to go out there and make another trade for somebody else because, you know, Reichel's a good addition, but is he a bona fide second-line center? Not necessarily. So this could be very interesting for Vancouver heading into the next few days here. Pavel Zacha, yay or nay, is he a guy that you think Vancouver should target? I'm saying yes because he's got 9 points in 9 games right now and he's very good. But also, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit the like button. If you didn't, the dislike button's down there for you as well. Comments help out with the algorithm, so I'd appreciate that as well. I gotta go. I gotta try to recover from COVID still because I've got that and I'm still feeling pretty bad. My voice is all congested and snuffled up. Oh boy, I gotta go take a shower, man. It's pretty bad over here. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about the Canucks and Pavel Zacha. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.